Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Donovan Kelly and this is Beyond the Brew. We're going to talk about my 9 favorite spots in Canmore, Alberta that you can check out if you are in the area. Number 1 is Sheepdog Brewing. Sheepdog Brewing is a small microbrewery. It's on the north side of Highway 1 and they've been open for a few years now. They have a really good set of core beers, and due to their size, they are able to experiment with a lot of what I like to call wow factor beers. They definitely have a beer for everyone, whether you like lighter beers, darker beers. They have a cider there. They have super strong ales, you name it. There's a beer for everyone, and that's one reason why I really like Sheepdog Brewing. This is really starting to become one of my favorite spots in all of Canmore in the Banff area, and I really do think it is a must-see. They allow dogs in the downstairs tap room. They have an upstairs tap room. That's the first time I've been up there this weekend, and it's really nice. They got some swag. They got brewery tours. They actually started a brewery tour when I was there. I didn't even realize they did tours because I didn't look them up online like an idiot. Every Saturday at 3:30 p.m. they do a brewery tour. It costs you $25 and you get a flight of beer at the end and you can choose which beers you would like to try. I think the brewery tours limit it to 8 people only, so it is a very intimate experience and I think a really good way to get to know the people at Sheepdog Brewing. Number 2 is Canmore Brewing. Now, Canmore Brewing is a very vibrant, clean, well-organized and thought-out tap room. I really like Canmore Brewing. It's probably my favorite tap room out of all 3 breweries in Canmore. It's tough. I really love them all. The thing about Canmore Brewing is they have like a spot right by the bar, then you go in the back, and then there's a few different spots that overlook the brewery. They also have some great seating on the patio that overlook the mountains, so I don't think that there's a bad seat in Canmore Brewing. They have really good swag. I love the photos that they have framed all throughout the tap room of their beers and all the different kind of festivals or events that they've been to. And they have really good beer. They also have brewery tours, and those are on Saturdays as well between 1:30 and 2:30. Perfect to hit them up right before you go over to the Sheepdog Brewing brewery tour. And again, one of my favorite must-see spots. Number 3, Rocky Mountain Bagel Company. Rocky Mountain Bagel Company started in 1995, and they are probably the biggest weekend breakfast coffee spots in town. Kind of always a lineup at Rocky Mountain Bagel Company. They opened up another location, and now there's always a lineup at that location as well. They really do have great coffee and unbelievable handcrafted bagels. They are artisan mountain style bagels, I believe they call it. Like, they're just to die for. Every single time we are there, like, we go and we grab half a dozen or a dozen bagels and bring them back home so we can enjoy them for, you know, the week or the 2 weeks. But really, I mean, both locations, absolute incredible interior, very warm, welcoming, just really well done. Like, everything is just very nice in there. Always like going to Rocky Mountain Bagel Company. Number 4 is the Canmore Nordic Centre. The Nordic Centre was developed or established in 1986 to help accommodate the 1988 Calgary Olympic Games. It is still in use today. Saturday morning, got a coffee and saw some people doing some cross-country skiing. It really is a cool spot because there's just so much to do in that area. There's hiking, there's bike trails, snowshoeing, there's skating rinks. I think there's a disc golf course. Unbelievable views of Canmore. If you want to give mountain biking a try, there's bike rentals and helmets there, so you can do that. One of the things that I really like is on the inside of the Nordic Centre, they have all of these kind of nice glass cases set up to display a bunch of memorabilia from the 1988 Olympic Games and the 2010 Olympic Games in Vancouver. I think it's just a really cool spot to check out. Not to mention, on Friday night, as soon as we got a notification or an aurora alert and found out that there's a possibility that we might see some northern lights, like, we drove up right beside the Canmore Nordic Centre to a spot called Quarry Park, a really cool big outdoor dog park. Unbelievable views. So Canmore Nordic Centre, right in that area, there's a bunch of really cool places to see. Number 5, Rocky Mountain Soap Company. I know what you're thinking. You're watching a beer / maybe travel adventure channel, kind of, and this person's talking about soap. I did not think I'd be going down this road either, but it is really cool. Rocky Mountain Soap Company seems to be a staple throughout Canmore and Banff. Like, every bar, restaurant, hotel, they all have Rocky Mountain soap at in their bathrooms or in the showers. And these smells, like these Rocky Mountain soaps are so awesome. Like the smells are spectacular. And the shop is really cool too. When you go into the shop, like it has a scent to it that is very like mind-blowing. And they have all of these sinks set up so you can wash your hands and try out all these different soaps. They have lip balm, moisturizer, bath bombs, like anything, any kind of skincare, like you name it. They kind of have everything. And the cool thing about Rocky Mountain Soap Company, all of their products are 100% made with natural ingredients. For a soap shop, like it is a lot more interesting than you might think. And especially if you're spending a whole day in the mountains, hiking, getting sweaty, working up a little bit of an appetite, and you want to go out for a nice dinner, it's a great spot to go and get some soaps, clean up before you head out for the night. Speaking of going out for a very nice dinner, number 6 is the Iron Goat. The Iron Goat has arguably the best patio in all of Canmore. Their food is out of this world, and they have great local craft beer on draft. One of the ladies at Wildlife Distillery told me that if you go to the Iron Goat, I must try the mango duck wings. They are famous for them. I think she said that's the only thing that they haven't changed on the menu since they opened. It's just 100% you gotta try those. So I kind of felt obligated to do so, and I did. And oh my God, they were the best wings I think I've ever had in my life. That mango seasoning that they had over top of everything, I think there was only 6 or 7 wings, but they're pretty big. I don't know, I haven't really had duck before. I'm not a big duck guy. I know that it's like dark meat and kind of greasy. This was like, it wasn't that greasy. It was very tender, juicy, fresh. Oh, it was just, oh man, they're just so good. Just so good. If you are looking for a great breakfast, lunch, or dinner spot, the Iron Goat is an absolute must-see. I have friends who actually like want to get married there, and I totally understand why, because the spot, it is just so well built. The architecture is so beautiful, the stone, the wood, everything about it is just so intriguing. Love it. Iron Goat. Number 7, Wildlife Distillery. Now this past weekend was the first time that I've ever been to Wildlife Distillery, and I don't know why, because it's actually in the same building as Sheepdog Brewing. It's just kind of on the other end. It's actually more noticeable from the street when you're driving by, but I really enjoyed it. The 2 ladies behind the bar were super friendly and informative, and they were very passionate about the products that they distill and the cocktails that they make there. Now, one of my favorite summer cocktails is the Tom Collins. They made me one with rhubarb gin, and it was a little tart, but oh my God, it had such an amazing flavor to it. I could have spent all afternoon drinking those there. They were that delicious. I ended up buying 2 bottles of booze here. This one, the Rundlebar Gin, they distilled this specifically, and it's kind of purpley, and it changes color depending on what type of light you have going through it. Can't really remember what she said, but there's something really cool with the color. This gin here was barrel aged in a wild turkey bourbon barrel. Apparently the old fashions that you can make with this gin, I can't wait to try it. They do have some whiskey on the go. Now, I think she said in Alberta, the whiskey has to be barrel aged for 3 years. They're barrel aging it for 4, and I think fall of 2022 is gonna be that 4 years. So I'm really looking forward to going back to Wildlife Distillery to check out some of their Alberta whiskey. Number 8, Rocky Mountain Flatbread Company. Another Rocky Mountain company. Wonder if they're all owned by the same, probably not. Rocky Mountain Flatbread Company was established in 2004. They've been around for a little while, and they are super well known for their pizza and for their pasta. What I really like is they do have a really good selection of craft beer, but I would say that their wine menu / list is pretty exceptional as well. The thing that I'll say about the food is that, oh my God, is it fresh. Especially that pizza coming right out of that hot pizza oven with the nice crispy bubbling crust. Very fresh, very delicious. It is a extremely busy spot. So if you are going on a Friday or Saturday night, I definitely think about making a reservation, because I think that's gonna pack up real quick. And number 9 is the Grizzly Paw Brewing Company. Grizzly Paw has been around for over 25 years. Their first location is a staple in Canmore. It's right downtown on the main drag. They have a great patio. They got a main floor, a second floor. They got a swag shop, just a great tap room. Their food is so good. I can't tell you how many lunches I've been to there after a hike or something like that in the mountains. They were one of the first breweries that kind of got me into craft beer. And they opened up another location to, I think, brew more beer. This location is on Highway 1, the highway that runs across Canada. Same thing. They have an unbelievable swag shop downstairs. Great place to grab beer. They got a patio. You go in, you go to the elevator to the 3rd floor. There's a restaurant called Tank 310. Unbelievable views of the mountains. You can overlook the brewery and see people working. It just fireplaces, wood, stone, like everything about it is just so nice. It is just one of those spots that you should absolutely check out when you're in Canmore. Those are my spots that I think everyone should consider if you are planning a trip to Canmore, Alberta. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I can tell you that I had a lot of fun making this for the internet. I got a lot of really cool things planned for this summer, a lot of places to see, breweries to check out. If you want to come along for the ride, please consider subscribing to Beyond the Brew. I hope you like this video, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Cheers.